Hi everyone, Edie Marie with another 3D Web Worlds tutorial. Today we are going to learn how to upload mesh items and bring them into your region. We are continuing the theme with our deserted island for the moment. Our boat has disappeared and left us alone, so we are going to upload a message in a bottle. Today we're going to use a 3D design created by another builder that has offered the Creative Commons license. My favorite site to download mesh would be sketchfab.com, and the reason for that is because they offer the downloads in the preferred format. So if I click the download button, I've already located a good message in the bottle that is available for download. I click the download button and I can see that I can click the GLTF download. But first we want to check the licensing. We're very particular about making sure that we give fair credit and use only the mesh that is allowed. So please be sure that it does say commercial use is allowed or that it follows the intent of your region. So we will click the download button, wait for that to download, and when it's completed, close the window and make sure you come here to the creator and right-click copy link address, because when we upload it, we're going to be sure to give the builder proper credit for making this model. So we'll return to 3D Web Worlds, click on our Edit Tools button, and I have rights to edit here, so I can click the Edit Assets and Object, and we're going to concentrate on the Upload and Prepare. Upload Mesh is the very first item. Now, when we download them from sketchfab.com, they come already zipped in a file. So if you are creating your own mesh, you need to then put all of your files in one folder and zip up that folder. We want to make sure that the GLTF file is in the first level, so don't add an extra subfolder in there. So we're going to choose our file. And here it is, already zipped up for me. I'm going to click open. Now the one thing about sketchfab.com is they always produce the GLTF file with the same name. So if you're downloading from there, your file name is going to be scene.gltf. If you're creating your own or bringing it in from another resource, you need to find out what that GLTF file is named and put that here. We're going to call this a prop. Message in a bottle. This is just for your reference if you need to move it around. We're going to add this to the Commons library because it had a Creative Commons license. And right here where it says Asset Credit, we're going to right-click, paste, and that means that anyone interested in finding that model or more items created by this builder would be able to easily find them. And then click Upload Now. It's going to take a moment for it to process, and when it's done, it will say File Uploaded Successfully. Every once in a while, someone tries to upload an extremely large model. If it is too large for the parameters, you will get a message here that says file is too large to upload. So you'll either need to figure out a way to scale that down or choose another model. All right, so let's go ahead now and add that message in a bottle to our region. I have never seen this object, so we're in this together. We'll go back to our main panel, choose Add Mesh to your world, and I happen to know I don't have to go to my library because I just added it, which means it's going to be at the very bottom of my menu. Scroll all the way to the bottom and click Add. I get the green message that says your item was indeed added. So we are going to reload the world and see what happens. Oh, and there it is. It's sticking in the sand. So let's just go ahead and practice our movement technique that we learned in our last tutorial. We're going to click in World, Control-Alt-I for Building Inspector, Escape to get my cursor, and we see here the message in the bottle. When I click it, it does highlight there, or I can just click the bottle in World. So if we move this out to the ocean, if I left-click while in the inspector, I can move the world around, scroll in to get a better view, and put it down in the ocean. Now, in order to edit this item, we're going to need to go back to our Edit Tool panel. Scroll down to the Edit section, Edit Mesh Objects in this region, and we'll see now that the message in the bottle is here at the bottom of the list. So I can click Edit. Now, I'm not sure exactly how I want this yet because I do want to rotate it, and I want to show you an additional tool that you have available. You can manually enter the numbers right here under the rotation panel, or you can click this rotation tool, and you'll see that you'll get all kinds of little circles that allow you to change your rotation. So I'm going to have it kind of floating there. And if we needed additional notes for a reference, we can add them here, but since I called it message in a bottle, pretty clear what it is, so we can leave that where it is. Up here on the top, next to position, the three numbers are X, Y, and Z in that order. And so we're going to enter those numbers. And I could have just entered minus 5.6, but we went exact today. And then minus 63.34. And if you can see in the rotation, we've got 0, 0, and minus 20.5. So under our z-axis on the rotation column, we'll put minus 20.5. And we did not change the size of scale, so we can leave that the way it is. To save my changes, reload the world, and somewhere in the ocean is the floating bottle. Now I don't see it, so let's just make sure I didn't make a mistake. I'm going to go back to my building inspector, choose the bottle. It's there, it's in the ocean. We need to change. This is a great experience. So let's go ahead now and move our sand dune where it actually touches the ocean. It's a little too high, so we could not see our bottle. All right. So we've got our sand dune. I've gone into the edit panel, clicked edit next to sand dune, and now I can see my sand dune is at minus 4.2. For the position, we'll go to the Y, minus 4.2, save my changes, and reload the world. Now we've got some water coming up. We'll need to lower our palm trees to actually be in the sand, unless you have magic floating palm trees. And there is our message in a bottle floating in the ocean. And that's all there is to uploading. We'll see you next time for another tutorial at 3dwebworlds.com.